For Post 72, playing shortstop, number 4, Cotton Hill. Batting second, playing center. Batting cleanup is the pitcher, number 12, Ethan Wooten.
Come down to this for Post 72. It is literally, you got to win tonight or you probably won't be playing tomorrow in the tournament, in the elimination tournament. Good evening, everybody. Jeff Nelson here, 103.9 WIMC. It's the last game of pool play in this 12-team invitational. Post 72, 1-1 overall, 17-6 on the overall season. They're taking on Princeton Post 25, record of 14-9. They also are 1-1 in pool play. Post 72 has defeated Princeton once on the Evansville trip a couple weeks ago by a score of 3-2. Talon Sheldon threw in a remarkable game down there. A lot of 2 runs in the first inning and then scattered only 4 hits the rest of the way to pick up that win. But it's the exact same situation for Princeton. The winner of this game is guaranteed a spot in the 8-team post pool play within the single elimination tournament that starts tomorrow right here at North Montgomery. The loser will have a 1-2 record, and depending on if it's Post 72 or Princeton, it will be a 2 or 3 team tie for the last 2 spots in that invitation. So that'll come down to tiebreakers, which involves runs allowed, things like that, and it could literally come down to a coin flip. So let's just say it's a gigantic game for both of these teams. 2 really good programs here, and we are just about ready to start. Post 72 has lost their 17th consecutive coin flip, and they will be the visitors on the scoreboard. Kyvan Hill will be leading off, followed by Aiden Reiser and Sam Cooch. Glad to have you along tonight here on 103.9 WIMC. Fair coverage all finished. and dark and cloudy skies to the north, but the weather apps all seem to point to that it's going to stay north of us for at least for this part of the night, and we will get a couple-hour baseball game in, which has got to be played tonight because everything hinges, all the single elimination tournament seedings and all the rest all hinge on getting this game done. It will have to be played whether they got to wait through the rain or whatever. Anyway, that's the way we've got it. Sean Holmshire has had a long day back at the studios as he's been putting the fair folks on the air a bunch. We are glad to have you along here tonight, as always, sponsored by Byron Cox Post 72, the leading sponsor here as they sponsor the baseball team and, of course, all the other programs that go along with them. Are you a veteran? Need a place to call home? Byron Cox Post 72 is located in Crawfordsville. They are here to serve our veterans and to serve you. Don't forget to check out the Veterans Park, view the helicopters, tanks, and more while honoring the veterans that fought for all of us. Veteran services are available through them. Join the American Legion right here in Crawfordsville. Ivan Hill coming up to the plate, leading off for Post 72. Hill will be defensively at shortstop for Post 72. Hill, a Covington product, hitting .292 on my updated stats just from a couple of hours ago. 13 runs scored. He's got 10 walks. One of a handful of guys that are in double digits on walks. Good walk ratio, and he has only struck out 4 times.
Monster home
Swing
run
from the
yesterday.
right side. Kevin Kirsch will not be sending me any texts unless he has some real free time because he's umpiring behind the plate. So we'll make sure all goes well here. And we are ready to go. First pitch, we at 8:24.
First pitch, high ball.
And the first pitch is a ball. We're going to try and get Josh Lyons in on some action here tonight, too, as he's here with the Buzz Sports media crowd, and glad to have him here. Baseball knowledgeable guy. Foul ball back here by Hill. On the mound for Princeton is Jerron Clutter. Foul ball straight back right at us. So Hill falls behind 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Really like to see him put another one at 340 like he did
Princeton
yesterday.
had a big 9-6 win over Lexington just a couple of hours ago over at Wabash College.
Third pitch in the
Post
dirt.
72 suffered a loss to Lexington last night. Hill reached base twice. He had a single, reached on an error. Next pitch misses. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss.
Strike
1 up,
out.
1 K for Post 72 here. This will bring up Aiden Reiser. Next up, a McCutcheon guy, played this last spring for Huntington College. He'll be defensively in center field for Post 72. He's the guy you really want when things are. Got a guy on base. He's almost a 400 hitter with runners in scoring position. He's hitting .327 on this Legion season. He's ready. First pitch breaks outside, a little bit low, ball 1. Reiser has had some incredible days. He's had a couple of over days, but man, I'll tell you, when he hits the ball hard. He's got a pair of home runs on this season as well. Second pitch misses inside, a little bit up, 2-0. Cluttered. Overhand fastball misses high.
A little high.
Little careful around Reiser. I mean, one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to get one up in his strike zone, or it'll end up in Fred Johnson's backyard. 3-0. Pitch just catches the outside corner for strike 1. Reiser's that guy that will get you that big hit. He also leads the team in second in the team in strikeouts. Gets contact on this one, fouls it down the third base line. That'll make the count full. Clutter went 5 pitches on Hill, 6 pitches already. His pitch count running up pretty fast here in the top of the first inning. Clutter sets, goes outside.
Outside low walk.
First base runner for Post 72, Reiser, with his 5th walk of the season. Sam Gooch next up for Post 72, another guy that you really want in a clutch situation. Gooch, who had just a phenomenal senior season at Greencastle, and of course heading to Wabash Valley to play some college baseball. And the number here on him is just a second. Left-hander takes first pitch for a called strike. Gooch hitting just a little under 300, 278 on this Legion season after hitting over 400, one of the leaders in the Monon Conference. He does lead the team with 13 walks. He's got a good eye at the plate. As he said, first pitch inside corner strike. Riser not going. Pitch bounces a little bit in the dirt out in front of Princeton catcher Ryder Sloss. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good eye on that, not to chase.
Gooch, the most patient hitter, one of the nicest young men you're ever going to want to meet. You got to poke him to get him to say anything, though. He is a quiet kid. Although he has got a nickname, which he'll have in a second, as he hits a foul ball to the left side. Evidently, somebody a couple of 3 weeks ago, caught up to him and knew who he was, whatever it was. And so they kind of asked in front of a bunch of the team, "Are you the Sam Gooch?" He said, "Well, yes, I am." So now everybody on the team is now calling him the Sam Gooch.
You got the
So
title.
just a good story there for the quietest guy on the team who now has like an Ohio State moniker. The Ohio State, the Sam Gooch. Throw to first, unsuccessful. Next pitch, Gooch with a really sharp eye. Just misses the outside corner. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, all the dark clouds are 2 hour north. The weather app says we're going to stay maybe not real cloudy and for sure going to stay dry.
We'll note the wind change, though.
Yeah,
It's
it
blowing
has
in
cooled
a little
down
bit.
a bunch.
Yep.
There's no question about that.
It was blowing a little out the
The
last
Buzz
game.
Sports Media guys are over here to our left. We're streaming the game. If you want a quick walk up or jump online and find it, which is outside, count goes full on Gooch. So again, that's Buzz Sports Media. You take a look. You want to catch up with other home games for Post 72. 1 on, 1 out, full count for Gooch. Top of first. Contact,
That's it.
fly ball, left center, drifting, and it
Reaches and
is
got it.
caught. Wow. What a run. What a long defensive run for River Dasher. He went from medium center field all the way to literally the base of the scoreboard in left center here at Charger Field, which is a long way away, not very far from the 340-foot sign. And he hauls down a ball that would have easily gone for a triple had it gotten past his glove. Ethan Wooten's next up. Guy on first, now 2 outs. Wooten also a solid hitter, 383 on the season, 15 runs scored, 7 walks.
High and out, throw to first.
Misses. Snap throw to first. Wooten
Runner safe.
from Danville heading to Webster College. Had a really solid senior campaign at Danville. Their record was only about 500, but he had some great numbers. Next pitch gets away from the catcher. Runner goes, and he'll get
Runner
the
is
second.
safe.
So it's in the dirt. It's ball 2. Riser will scoot to second on the wild pitch. Not a stolen base. Post 72 got over 70 stolen bases on the season in their game yesterday afternoon against Lexington. 70 swipes and only 15 caught stealing. So great ratio for Post 72, always super aggressive on the base paths. 2-0 for Wooten, runner now in scoring position. Pitch way outside by 3. A lot of pitches. 5 for Hill, 6 for Riser, 6 for Gooch. This is going to be 4 now for Wooten, so it's going to be a 20-pitch minimum inning for Clutter. He comes to the belt. Automatic strike right down the middle. It was a strike, no question about that. But Wooten was not biting. Was watching the one of the games out at Wabash this afternoon, and somebody had 2 guys on base and a 3-0 count, swung at it, popped it foul, and got an out. Boy, the coach was not happy. Swing and a miss for Wooten. Wooten also has a long ball for the team. He has 1 of those 6 home runs. We mentioned Riser has 2. Caden Smith got 1 yesterday. He's got a pair of them for this team, as we said. Full count. Another 6-pitch at bat. Wooten. Contact, left side, going to fall. Going to get left of. It's going to bounce away from the left fielder just a little bit. Now, that will allow Wooten to easily get to second base with a stand-up double. It's an RBI. He swaps places with Reiser. Reiser scores the first run of the ball game for Post 72. Wooten on the season again, coming up with a big hit. That is 8 RBIs. And for Reiser, that is his 14th run score.
First baseman number 15.
Next up, Peyton Grimmett.
Grimmett.
Grimmett swinging a good bat also, hitting 340 on this Legion season. He's been hot late. He didn't have the greatest starts. He has found a lot of contact. 13 RBIs, 12 runs scored. A lot of them coming in the last couple of weeks. Grimmett, contact, right side, single.
Past
All
the
right,
second
that's
baseman.
gonna put Wooten on his horse. Here comes the throw, not in time, up the
Very
line,
safe.
throw to second. It gets away from the
Overthrow.
second baseman, and
And he's gonna stay.
Grimmett's going to say no more.
Courtesy runner scored.
So it's a single. Thank you. It's a courtesy runner scoring, not Wooten. We'll get the number on that guy in a moment. Chiodo, thank you. So Chiodo comes in to score. Grimmett with an RBI single to right. He ends up at second base. So it's a pair of runs now for Post 72. This will bring up Caden Smith. We mentioned a moment ago, 2 home runs on the season, which is co-best on the team. Out of the 6 this team has hit a long ball yesterday. He and Gooch both put one deep over the fence. Gooch was to right center and Smith was to left center. First pitch he looks at, it's on the outside corner, called strike. He wasn't sure if that was it or not. Shakes his head a little bit. Covington guy. He had a great spring for the Trojans as well. Breaking ball, that's going to catch the outside corner as well. He's going to fall behind 0-2. Smith hitting 273 on the Legion season. 7 runs scored. Got 8 walks, 6 RBIs. Maybe looking to trade places again with Grimmett. Pitch high. Good waist pitch on the 0-2.
Takes the count to 1-2.
Pitcher's pitch, but Smith is a good guard of the plate. Good contact hitter. Doesn't strike out very much. Swinging the blue bat here on the shoulder. Contact, fights it off, fouls it back. Count will stay 1 ball and 2 strikes. Checking that number out, Smith on the season has only struck out 4 times in 33 at-bats. I'll take that ratio. Count stays 1-2. Everybody set. Runner at second. That's Grimmett after the single and that drove in the second run. Fly ball flying towards right center field. Oh, it's going to fall. It's going to fall just behind the second baseman, and that's going to let a run score because Grimmett was hitting on contact with 2 outs. So Grimmett will score run number 3. Smith is going to get a single, the shortest RBI single he's had all year. Floats in just behind the second baseman, who may have been able to catch it had he turned the other direction, but he got turned to the right. If he turned to the left, he might have had it as it is. It falls a little bit outside his reach. No way the outfielders can get to it. That'll bring up Caden Scott. Caden is the designated hitter, hitting for Matt Miller in this ball game. Greencastle product. Another guy. He and Gooch both had great spring campaigns as Greencastle won a sectional, won 20 ball games.
First pitch a little outside.
Scott, as we said, has been swinging a hot bat, hitting 375 right now, 9 RBIs. Here's solid contact. Foul down the left side. So the first one just missed. Second one just went foul. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Post 72 has gotten a little pretty deep into the batting order here in this first inning of play. 7th batter coming up. Scott hits from the left side. Clutter. He's going to be at a 30-pitch count by the time, if he can get things done here.
Really like how they're working the pitcher.
Contact left side, foul ball, going to drift away.
Really like how they're working the pitcher right out of the gate.
So Clutter, who has shown a couple of different pitches, a little off speed, fastball, nothing overpowering, but good location. But Post 72 has put some serious bats on it.
Checks
1 ball, 2 strikes, pitch coming. Just outside, a little bit low also. Smith had no inkling of heading to second base. Smith, not exactly the guy we're going to expect to steal. He has one stolen base on the year. Everybody will take a shot at it for post 72. Smith elected not to right there. 2-2 count. Curveball just a little high. That'll run the count full. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 different batters in this inning that have run to a 3-ball 3 count. A couple of full counts. Next pitch, low. Scott walks. Smith to second. Man, 6, 11, 12, 18, 24, 30, 35 pitches already for Clutter. And and Coach Denbo came out. He didn't even get to the mound, and he took the ball and tossed it to another guy. That's going to give us an opportunity to thank a couple of our sponsors, Campbell Ag Services, especially. Are you a farmer, whether you are just getting started or want to explore ways to take yields, and profits to the next level? Campbell Ag Services is a partner for the long term. They're your local Pioneer seed dealer. They're located in Waynestown, Indiana, also in Crawfordsville. Call 765-366-1337. I'm going to ask the guys here who we got pitching for Princeton. We're still searching for a number on the numbers on the front of the jersey. Either not there or impossible to read. So anyway, it's going to give me one quick second here. I'm going to Josh Lyons, got your headsets on. Josh, a big baseball fan, working with Buzz Sports. Good start here in this first inning for post 72.
Yeah, absolutely. What I really appreciate about the beginning of that inning, and we're still in it, is working the pitcher. I mean, they absolutely they were disciplined. He was throwing a little bit outside. They let the pitcher work what he was going to try to throw. They weren't too fast to try to swing the ball and take any unnecessary contact, and it really shows. I mean, they were able to get those doubles and get that single to push 3 runs across the plate. It's been a good inning so far. I hope we can keep it going on this next pitcher.
No doubt about that, and that does look like number 14 out there on the mound. That is Corbin Boyd, so he will be the next pitcher of the record for Princeton. Boyd coming in relief already. As we said, it was about a 30-pitch exercise for Clutter, and he is already gone. His post 72 is tough as I roughed him up just a little bit. Post 72 had to come from behind in Princeton at Oakland City University on the first night of the Evansville trip. That was a 4-0 weekend, 4-win weekend, and a come from behind win. They scored only 3 runs in the entire ball game, and managed to have already gotten 3 here in the top of the first inning, as Princeton hasn't even been up to hit. We'll be warming up. We also want to take a moment to thank Zerber Construction. You need a room addition, you need a complete remodel, interested in selling your home, or you need a few things done. Call Brad Zerber at Zerber Construction. They're located in Crawfordsville, Indiana. 765-366-3754. Turn the hand mic down just a little bit. Keep my backs off the radio quite so much. It's going to be Keaton Brown, North Montgomery guy, headed to Wabash College. 2 guys on for post 72, looking to keep an inning alive here.
And their first strike.
First pitch for strike. Keaton has struggled at the plate here the last couple of weeks. 216 now overall. Pitch misses outside. Throw to first. Not in time. Oh, you're going to call him out. They're going to call him out. Scott leaning too far away. The throw and the tag right on his butt, and that will be a caught stealing and a done deal for post 72. So it's going to be 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors, and with the pickoff, there's only 1 guy left on base. We want to remind everybody that the city of Crawfordsville, one of our wonderful sponsors. Do you love small city living? Do you love a variety of food and shopping options? Do you love a caring community where people know your name? City of Crawfordsville, striving to be the best small city west of Indianapolis, a proud sponsor of Post 72 baseball. Also, a special thanks to Montgomery County, the Visitors and Convention Bureau, who have a monster role in this invitational this weekend, helping to sponsor teams getting meal voucher funds, also getting help with lodging and all the other things that go along with traveling in from. We got a team from Kentucky, we got a team from Missouri, we got a team from Michigan, we got a couple teams from Illinois, and of course some teams here from Indiana. So a special thanks to the Montgomery County Visitors and Convention Bureau, a group dedicated to making Montgomery County the best it can be. Are you visiting our area, as all these great folks are? Welcome. Do you need advice on dining or lodging? They've got help full information. Want to make a difference? There's always work to be done. Interested in what's happening in Montgomery County? Here it is, folks. Visit them at here's the site. Visit moco.com. That's a well-used site. I know it gets a lot of hits on them. Visit moco.com. They, as I said, a major supporter of Post 72 baseball. Josh, good start. 3-0s. Top of one.
Really like it. Yeah. Too bad that he was leaning a little bit too far and got caught there. Would have liked to extend that, but putting a crooked number up on the first inning is definitely a way to start a baseball game.
Well, we had a guy that isn't a big base stealer, and he's a guy that got caught leaning too far off base. And it was a nice throw by Princeton catcher Ryder Sloss to make the throw down to first base. So it'll be Princeton Post 25, looking to see what they can do here in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Corbin Boyd, starting shortstop.
Little high.
Yep, just a little high, as we'll get a couple of pitching notes here. On Wooten, ground ball, foul. First base. Wooten this is his Ethan Wooten's fourth start of the year. He is 0-2. He's been on the bad luck side of a couple of ball games. 17 hits, 10 runs, 9 earned, 9 walks, or 12 walks, 15 strikeouts, an earned run average of 3.64, certainly good enough with that. His opponent batting average, though, only .250. So he can get the ball across the plate, and he can get some outs.
There's a strike.
You bet. Next pitch was a ball. Next pitch a strike. So we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right on the corner. That one just misses.
Takes him to a full count.
Count goes full on Corbin Boyd. Boyd, Clutter, and Lester, unless they put the hitter in. Here's a long smash to right field. Heaton, who has been playing an absolutely wonderful right field for this team all summer. When he's not pitching, he's playing a great right field. He gets out deep, gets on his horse, and tracks this one down.
Now batting, number 24, Jaron. Number
32. That is Jaron Clutter.
Jaron Clutter.
Yep, there's a number change. Oh yeah. Yeah, they originally said 24, and then in the book it says 32, and then somewhere else it was 24, and back again it's 32. So Clutter went to the field after not being able to get too many outs on the mound, and he will come up and hit.
Takes a ball.
First pitch. Second pitch, going to catch the outside corner for a strike. As we said, it was a 3-2 game in Princeton when Post 72 went down there a couple of Friday nights ago. This sweeper misses a little bit outside. Count goes to 2-1. Next pitch high, 3-1. Clutter with a white helmet. Most everybody wears their high school helmets. You just kind of tell white, blue, red, green, whatever. Breaking ball right over the plate. Count goes full, 3-2. So 2 full counts in a row here for Wooten. Wooten had a good outing against, just misses. That's ball 4. Wooten had a really good outing against Danville last Sunday in the last game of the Invitational over there, the Wooden Bat Invitational. He went the entire distance. He went 7 innings and lost on a walk-off at the end of the game. So he pitched really, really well. One specifically, one pretty nasty and costly offensive error by Post 72 lengthened an inning and helped make the difference. Throw to first, not in time. This is Levi Lester next to the plate. Ground ball on the first pitch. 1 hopper to second, to short, to second. 3, not in time, beats the wrap. Fielder's choice. He's safe. Lester with a lot of speed. Brown got things started at second, Brown got things started at second, got over to force out to shortstop, not enough, and that will be 2 outs now. Runner on first. That'll bring up Braden Campbell. Campbell is not the designated hitter. He is the extra hitter in Legion Ball. You can hit 10. All of our local softball folks understand what that is all about, as we hit 10, sometimes even 11 in the league softball play. And you can do that with Legion Ball as well.
Takes the first and second pitch a little high, both balls.
There you go. So Wooten is still kind of trying to find the strike zone on a consistent basis. Boy, there's a nice breaking ball. That's the one thing that Wooten does. He and Reiser both throw such incredibly good breaking balls. They've got command of it, just like that. Boy, just threw that one.
That was
Just broke right down behind Campbell's back.
count 2-2.
Yep, count 2-2. Runner on first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Post 72 leads 3-0. Wooten ready. Fly ball right side, going to drift away foul. We'll reset at 2-2. So just like post 72 ran the count up on Clutter a whole bunch, 3 out of 4 batters for Princeton have run up counts. Runner goes, ball's in the dirt. That will be ball 3.
Runner takes second easily.
Lester was on the fly. Game changer for Princeton will probably give him a stolen base because he broke. Game changer for post 72 may just call the wild pitch. But anyway, he's at second base, and that's an inside pitch when he walks it. So that's 2 walks for Wooten here in the first. Lester was already at second. This will bring up Ryder Sloss. Sloss gets rid of the shin guards now that he's coming up to bat. Quick fist bump with his cohort. Courtesy runner. 20. These just are not easy numbers to read, folks. We'll get it as soon as he turns around. But there's a courtesy runner.
First pitch.
High and right. Thank you. This is on Sloss. And that is actually, not sure how we can have a courtesy runner for the extra hitter, but evidently that may be one rule I'm not aware of. Next pitch breaks over the outside corner for a strike.
1-1's the count. Would really like to see him get ahead here.
There you go. Almost got ahead. Almost hit Sloss in the head. Pitch didn't break. Ducks out of the way. Count goes to 2-1. Yep. Dark numbers on a dark jersey, hard to read. Here's a smash down the left side. It's going to be fair. 1 run's going to score. Post 72 is not going to make that play. Sloss with a single and an RBI, and they get on the board in the first inning. So the walks have come back to haunt Wooten. As Lester scores. This will bring up Gunnar Alexander. Defensively at first base. Hits from the right side. Another guy with a white helmet. There's a strike looking here. Alexander, a product of Gibson Southern, heading to Wabash Valley to play baseball. Next pitch, another breaker, breaks right at the knees, called strike 2.
The small breeze has stopped. The flags are
dead. Yeah, the flags are completely dead out there, which hopefully just is a meaning nothing. But sometimes in this part of the country, that when that happens, it means the storms are next. But radar says they're staying north. Swing, contact, foul ball. Alexander just trying to stay alive, and he does so. Just barely puts a bat on the ball and fouls it to the left side. Getting everything all squared away. Brush off the plate. A couple of baseballs back to Mr. Kirsch. Again, Princeton has a run in. We got a couple outs and a couple guys on here in the bottom of the first inning. Post 72 leads by a couple. There's a smash down the left side. Got way in front of that one, did Alexander, and hits it foul clear down into the post 72 bullpen. Hooked that one a mile left. Count stays at 0-2. Wooten, breaking ball high. Trying to get Alexander to go fishing on one, and he didn't. My guess is that Wooten would come in again with another breaking ball of some sort here. There it is. Ground ball. 3 hops to short. Throw over to second base, and the force out is there. That ends situation for Princeton. They get a run. They do it on 1 hit, and that's the run that drove in the single run. There were no errors. A couple guys left on base. We're going to take a quick break. Send it back to Sean for a minute this time, as we remind you that it is 3-1. Crawfordsville Post 72 leading Princeton. Back after these messages on 103.9 WIMC.
Tonight on SportsCenter.
All right, Frankie, pizza review time.
Not a salesman. Tom's ready to walk that walk. Give him a call, 765-918-8721 for new or replacement windows and doors, or that siding you have needed for a while. Ready to help you. Josh Lyons, Coach 72, got out of a little bit of a mess there, but the walk still came back to hurt Wooten.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, when you're looking at, watching Wooten pitch, breaking ball is definitely working for him. A couple times he just lost it a little bit, and those counted up to balls, and then that walk comes back to bite him. But at least he was able to get out of the jam, get out of the inning, and keep that lead going into the top of the next innings.
Wooten threw 30 pitches. We were talking about how many pitches that the Princeton guys threw in the top of the first, but Wooten needed 30, and so he's way behind a ratio that would keep him around until the end of the ball game. In Legion ball, 105 pitches is your maximum, and then you got to go play in some other defensive position. Keaton Brown was at the plate when the pickoff happened, and when Scott was picked off of first base. So he will come back with a fresh count. As we said on the season, Keaton hitting. No, that's his pitching numbers. I don't want his pitching numbers. He's not pitching. Keaton on the season hitting .216, 8 hits. He does have a double and a triple and extra base wise, 9 RBIs, 8 runs scored, 9 walks on the season. Does have 13 strikeouts, a couple of stolen bases. He had a really, really, really solid season with North Montgomery. Played right here on Charger Field. Played his entire high school career, obviously, here at Charger Field. He is heading to Wabash College to study, learn, do whatever else the guys do, and play a little bit of baseball. Ready to go here. Top of 2, 3-1. That whole half inning took way longer than normal. Gave Sean a couple commercials, got a couple reads things in, wasted some comments, and away we go. Anyway, here we go. Lights are on. The clouds overhead a little heavier now, and the light's going to be needed. And thank you for we have a light. We've got a lights up here in the press box, and they won't let us turn the overhead lights on. I'm done grumbling. Brown.
First pitch.
Oh, it's going to drop in front of the center fielder. That's easily going to let Brown get to second base, and he drops anchor right there. Keaton's got all the wheels he needed to get to second base, and that'll be his second double of the season. And that's the leadoff hit that always usually bodes well, Jason. A walk or a base hit, the guy that leads off, 9 times out of 10, it seems like always get him in.
Yeah. Now that he's at second, you have to do everything you can to advance that runner. So
yep,
definitely looking for the pitcher or the batter to try and make some contact here to advance that runner to third and get another run.
Dylan Heaton, who has been a good bunter on the season, but is also a .278 hitter, also like Brown, is heading to Wabash College after a career at Clinton Central. Squares up, bunts it right down back to the pitcher. Easy throw over to first base, but it accomplished exactly what it needed to accomplish. As we mentioned, Keaton has done a nice job of bunting the ball here this summer. So he moves the runner over. Brown is only 90 feet away. A wild pitch or some other escapade, gets the ball away from the catcher, can easily score Brown. But we also bring post 72 back to the top of the order, and that will be Kyvan Hill. Hill struck out to lead off the top of the first inning. Going to drive one to left. This will score a run without any. Oh, that's going to fall. I thought it was going to get to the left fielder, and it just all of a sudden, it's like I put a parachute on it, and it dropped, just absolutely stopped. So Hill's got a single and an RBI. He's at first. Brown scores run number 4 for post 72. Kyvan on the season, RBI number 8. This will bring Riser in for a swing. Riser walked and scored in the first. Took a cut at a breaking ball. That pitch completely fooled him. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Riser sometimes that high risk, high reward guy, but man, he has had more rewards than penalties through the course of a couple years with the Legion and a phenomenal career with McCutcheon High School. Hill, here's a Oppo fly ball to right. Right fielder able to come over. He drift over, and the lack of wind just kind of dropped it right into him out there. That's Wall. Picks up the fly ball, and that's 2 outs now for post 72. We'll bring up Sam Gooch.
Picked off first.
Hidden ball trick, I think.
Oh, the hidden ball trick. I was looking down for other things, and we got caught. Hill got caught off first base. It'll be a caught stealing with a big embarrassing sign right there. So post 72 does get a run with Brown leading things off with a double. He does score, and that's about it. So it's a 1 run, 2 hits, no errors except for the base running error. Nobody left on base. Quick break here. Deshaun will be right back at the bottom of the second inning after these messages on 103.9 WIMC. Trap clean out, risers, lift pumps, etc. Rooter or high pressure jetting services, any of those things you need. Contact Dutcher Trenching, located in Crawfordsville. Make a call to Dutcher Trenching, 765-362-3308. Locally owned and operated. Bottom of 1.
First pitch in there for a ball.
You got it. 4-1 our score here. Thank you very much. This is Levi Banks, left fielder, leading off. Wooten, as we said, threw 30 pitches in the first inning, but still hangs on to a 4-1 lead. Next pitch catches the corner for a called strike. It'll be 7, 8, 9, and maybe 10. Princeton batting 10. Called strike on that pitch. That one just seemed a little up, but it's a call, and that will put Banks behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. As we noted earlier, Princeton is using the extra hitter option, so they are batting 10 guys today. Wooten, pretty much out of the stretch all the time. This next pitch misses outside. 2-2. Wooten, not the big strikeout guy, but he also doesn't walk very many. But the walk came back to haunt him in the first inning. Next pitch to Banks. Fouled off, foul tip. 2-2 remains a count. Fastball right on the edge of the plate. Called strike 3. I was saying there was no strikeouts. Well, guess what? Now there's one. A backwards K for Wooten. And that'll bring up River Dasher. Dasher center fielder defensively for Princeton. As we said, 14-9 overall. 1-1 here in pool play. They defeated Speedway And they also defeated Lexington, Kentucky just a couple of hours ago. First pitch misses.
Second pitch, high and left.
High also, 2-0. Wooten still looking for the strike zone on a consistent basis. Got one there. 2 balls and a strike. To the right-hander, River Dasher. Next pitch just a little low, and that'll make the count 3 balls and a strike. Next 3-1 pitch high, and it's ball 4. So Dasher becomes the 3rd Princeton player to walk. Wooten, a little unhappy with himself out there, kind of rounding his arm, kind of knowing that he's been struggling at the strike zone. This brings up Brandon Bowser in the 9 hole, defensively at third base. Throw to first, not quite in time. If it had been down, that might have been a closer play. We haven't seen Princeton take off too much, but they must think they're going to go. At least they're going to think Dasher's going to go. With a name like Dasher, I guess I would expect him to be a guy you want to put on wheels. He doesn't go. Pitch misses up to Bowser. And I hear Brandon Bowser, and all I want to think is sha-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. For a snap throw. On the next pitch, too high.
They are really concerned about him running.
They really are. Yep. Bowser, 2-0. Dasher, antagonizing people at first base. This breaking ball is going to be a strike without a doubt.
Counts at 2-1.
See if Princeton might want to try something here. Runner stays. Contact, foul ball, right side. Is it going to stay in play? It's a long run for everybody.
Nope.
Heaton can't get to it. There is a lot of territory here in the outfield area at North Montgomery at Charger Field, but that also means that it's a lot of area to try and cover. Heaton with a long run, everybody else with a longer run, and it goes foul, and the count will even out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on. Post 72 leads 4-1, and that's interesting. That's going to be Coach Jonathan Moore out to have a quick chat. That'll give me a moment to thank Bain Auto LLC for their sponsorship of Legion Baseball, locally owned and operated by Colton Bain. Bain Auto LLC does it all. Tire replacement and repairs, as well as many other automotive needs. They're located in Wingate, 204 South Vine Street. It's Bain Auto LLC, ready to serve you. Make an appointment, 765-401-6989, or check out their website, www.bainautollc.com. Josh, why the trip out at that point? Did you see something?
The only thing I can think of is they're been really focused on the runner, and maybe they're just trying to calm the pitcher down, make sure that
tell him not to concentrate on the runners as much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Focus on getting that out.
Yep. Contact, ground ball, diving past third baseman into short left field. Smith was playing up in case of a possible bunt. He dives to his left, but not able to knock the ball down, and it'll be a single, seeing eye single for Bowser. So there's 2 on now for Princeton. They got a run in the first, courtesy mostly of a walk, and eventually working it around, and the single drove that guy in, and now we got a couple guys on a walk and a single again. This brings up the 10th hitter in the lineup for Princeton, and that is Cooper Wall, playing right field.
Batting left.
And he hits from the left side, sure does. First pitch misses, second pitch also misses. So Wooten has not had the best control here as of tonight. He's been really struggling on the edges of the strike zone. This pitch misses outside. 3 balls. As we noted, 30 pitches in the first inning. Umpires signaling a couple things back and forth. I don't think it means anything more, but it's a 3-0 count. Pitch, this is low. So he walks Wall on 4. So that is 1, 2, 3. That's 4 walks issued by Wooten. Yeah, and there are guys in red shirts from Post 72 heading to the bullpen. Well, at the very least, this is going to be another 20-25 pitch outing for Wooten, and that's going to get him halfway to his 105 limit. He threw 30. That brings up Corbin Boyd. Boyd, who moved from the shortstop position to pitch in the first inning when Post 72 got their 3 runs to start things off, flew out to Heaton in right field. You got a chance to do some damage here with bases loaded. First pitch, curveball, strike. Nowhere to put him, 1 out. Infield at the corners. Fly ball.
High shallow.
Yep, riser, going to get it. This is going to score a run. The throw goes to third to keep everybody from advancing. So Boyd gets a sacrifice fly on the F8, and he also gets an RBI, and that is Princeton's second run. So it was a walk. It wasn't the leadoff guy, but the first guy that got on base was courtesy of a walk. So that once again has come back to haunt Post 72. 4-2 is our score now in the bottom of the second inning. This will bring up Jaron Clutter, 2 outs, but 2 guys still on base. Clutter was the first of 4 guys that have walked for Princeton. First pitch, ball 1. Second pitch also misses.
Struggling to find that strike zone right now.
Hurry up and see how fast the guys in the bullpen can get loose and ready.
Next one's low.
Yep, ball 3. Handful of guys have all had 3-ball counts. Wooten's there's a base open. Wooten fakes the throw to second. Bowser says, I'll just go back here. We're fine. Bowser's at second. Wall's at first.
There's a strike.
Automatic on the 3-0. Next pitch ready. He's aiming. That pitch just missed badly. And it's ball 4. So the bases are loaded again. Bowser moves up. Wall moves up. Bases are full. It's just going to be a matter of when the bullpen's ready. It's just a night. It's just not been Ethan Wooten's night. That last throw, you could just tell he's just aiming. He's just absolutely aiming. He has no confidence in finding the strike zone right now. There's a good pitch. Fastball right down the middle for a strike. Lester reached on a fielder's choice and scored the first run for Princeton. That came in the first inning. He got a chance to add to it. Fly ball, high fly ball. Catch it. It's done. And that will be done. So that's drifting over and finally coming up with it is Gooch. So it could have been a whole lot worse, folks. Princeton scores only 1, and they leave the bases loaded. 4-2 is our score heading to the third inning. Come on back after these messages on 103.9. Or chicken, fish, steaks, pasta, great strawberry salad on the summer menu. Get in touch with Barefoot Burger. Visit them after the game or all through the course of the weekend. They are at 127 South Green Street in downtown Crawfordsville. top of 3. This is Gooch.
Boyd's first pitch in there for a strike.
You got it. And I'm going to take a quick look here because I think I may have written down an error here on the. Yeah, you're right. Princeton is at 2-0 in the pool, so they're in tomorrow no matter what. They're Post 72 needs a win to get in. A loss will drop them into a 2 or 3-way tie with a 1-3 record.
Gooch takes a swinging strike and then a ball to make the count 1-2.
Okay,
Outside ball, count evens up at 2-2.
there we go. He flew out to center field his first trip to the plate. Hit from the left side, wearing that Greencastle helmet. Pitch misses down. Gooch has a phenomenal eye at the plate.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. Just keep this pitcher out there and do what we did to Boyd.
Yep, this is Boyd. He's the second guy in. Clutter started, went 7 hitters. Post 72 got 3 runs off of him, and Coach Denbo said, that's enough. We're going to the next guy. Pitch misses way outside. Gooch draws a walk. Speaking about Coach Denbo, Bob Cox was just telling us a little bit that Coach Denbo was in the Yankees organization back in his playing days. Has a really good friend that everybody in the Evansville area knows, some guy named Don Mattingly. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of him in the baseball world.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, no kidding. Here's Wooten. Wooten doubled, drove in a run, scored a run also. So while he has been struggling on the mound, as always, he is hitting the ball really, really well. He's got a guy on first base. See if he can do some damage. Pitch misses just a little bit out, maybe a little bit low.
That was a good eye on that.
Yep.
He watched it all the way in.
As we have said, several of these Post 72 guys are really, really good. Wooten on the season has struck out 1 time. Next pitch. High fly ball, left center field. It's going to be too high, though. The guy's drifting over to pick it up. Dasher grabs it. Yep, and then that registers the out. Gooch can't advance. Has to do the trot back. That'll bring up Peyton Grimmett. Grimmett singled and scored, drove in a run in the first inning.
Hitting the ball that high too, the wind is not giving him any favors.
No,
It's
and the
still
air,
dead.
yep, and the air is thick. And the air is thick too. That's not going to if you hit one out of here tonight, you're going to have accomplished something incredibly good.
Pitcher throws it over to first. Runner's safe.
Gooch, always a threat to steal. Dives back to first base. Boyd says, I don't like this baseball. Tosses it in to see if it can be ejected, and it was not. Kevin Kirsch mixing about 4 baseballs in his baseball bag. So that one's going to come back into play at some point in time later today. Next pitch, Gooch goes. Bad. That is not going to be in time. Gooch gets a really good jump. The throw was just a little weak, because coming off of his knees, Sloss did not have enough time to get up and throw it hard. Threw a nice
on target.
pick. It was on target, but it was a one hopper.
Yep.
A one hopper to second. So it's a stolen base for Gooch.
Counts 1-0.
Yep. Grimmett took a ball. Contact left side. Single. Seeing eye single from between third and short. And that will let Gooch just hightail it to third base, where he will stand 90 feet away. So Grimmett has 2 base hits tonight. A single to left center, and now after a single to right center. Grimmett, take a quick look. He's not the biggest steal guy in the world. Nah, I take that back. He has 5 stolen bases. So my guess is that he will get the green light here pretty quickly.
And if not, I'd at least let him dance and put some pressure on that pitcher.
Caden Smith, next up, has a single and an RBI. Runners at the corners. Smith wanted timeout, and he was not given it. Nope. Just because you asked for it doesn't mean you're giving it. But the
pitch was low and outside.
But the pitch missed anyway, so he got a little bit lucky there. 1-0. See what Grimmett's up to here. Grimmett stays.
Another low and outside.
Breaking ball breaks way out and way low.
The pitcher's taking his time. He's definitely concerned that there's going to be a steal attempt.
Mm-hmm.
His timing has definitely changed on the mound.
Yep.
Between pitchers.
Yep. It's amazing how guys on base can affect those pitchers. Here's a fastball. Here's a drive to center field. It's going to fall. And it's going to get past the center fielder. One run in. Does a second run come? No. We're going to throw the red flag up and the stop sign. Grimmett stops at third after the run from first. Gooch scores easily from 90 feet out. Smith has a double. That's his second base hit today. He has another RBI. That's a second RBI today. That makes Post 72 a 5-2 lead now. And that's going to bring up Caden Scott. Walked his only other trip to the plate today. One out here, top of 3. Scott takes the outside corner shot for a strike.
No, I like that pressure from the runner on the pitcher. His timing changed up. He didn't get exactly where he wanted to place it, and he was able to take it for a hit.
There you go. Scott with a little oppo fly ball. It's going to fall. Nope, it's going to fall into a glove. It was high enough up that Levi Banks was able to come over and flag it down and come up with the catch and the out. So that will hold Grimmett at third, way too short to try and tag up. 2 outs now. Smith obviously stays. Oh, Smith was able to advance. So when the throw came to third, Smith smartly advanced to second base. So there are runners, 2 ducks on the pond here for Keaton Brown. He doubled his last trip up. Timeout. This asked for by Brown. North Montgomery guy is familiar with all of the spaces on this field. He's played here a lot.
Yeah, trying to hit it high right now. I'd like to see a ground ball through the gap. I mean, that's going to score.
Just make some contact. Make the other guys make the play. There's a line drive right up the middle. It's going to score 1. Here comes the play. Nope, everybody's going to stop.
Runners on the corners.
Yep, the throw was cut off, but the stop sign had gone up for Smith anyway. Grimmett scores. That's 2 this inning, 2 for the game for Grimmett. Smith stops at third. Brown has 2 base hits today and also an RBI there as Grimmett comes in. So the top and bottom of the order have done a great job for Post 72 thus far. Dylan Heat laid down a sacrifice bunt. Will not need to do that here with 2 outs. Good eye at the plate for Dylan. 8 walks on the season, 278 hitter. Fly ball left side. It's got enough altitude. That's going to easily be caught by Banks out in left field. And that will end things for Post 72. They do get a couple more runs. They do it on 1, 2, 3 different hits. A couple different guys with RBIs, no errors, and 2 left on base. We are moving to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Post 72 leads Princeton 6-2. Come on back after these messages on 103.9 WIMC. It is Post 72 leading Princeton 6-2. Stakes are high. Position in the end of the tournament single elimination playoff on the line. As we start here, the bottom of the 3rd inning on the first pitch, Wooten still on the mound. First pitch hit by Campbell. Sharp ball over to third base. Nice snare over there defensively by Smith. Caden comes up with it and throws over to first base. So,
short leash is in play, but
Yeah,
one pitch, one out, you're
Josh
gonna stay with it.
Yep, Josh going to say what how long do you let Wooten, if you get outs, you're okay.
Yep.
Is that kind of how it goes?
Yep.
The lead is okay, 6-2, so you got a little cushion. You can let him get into a little bit more trouble. He's just had some issues finding strikes, but he's got a strike right here. This is the catcher, Ryder Sloss, who singled and drove in a run in the first inning. First pitch, a strike. Second pitch from the righty, so on the outside corner, strike 2.
Very compact.
Mm-hmm.
Compact and small strike zone for this batter.
There you go. Yeah, for the catcher, he's the littlest guy on the turf. Swing and a miss. High heat went after him and challenged him, and they got the strikeout. 2 Ks for Wooten and 2 outs quickly here in the bottom of the third inning. That will bring up Gunnar Alexander. Alexander reached on a fielder's choice, and that was a play that ended the Princeton at bat in the first inning. Curveball. Boy, just about broke inside, just didn't quite have enough on it to get over the white part of the plate.
Just a split second lead.
Yeah, that pitch was just a little overthrown, and the count goes to 2-0. Wooten's given up a couple of hits, couple of runs. The walks have been the biggest issue. 4 walks issue. This next pitch misses.
Count 3-0.
Yep, walked a couple in the first, walked a couple more in the second. Check swing, foul ball right off of his foot. So he wasn't taken automatic at 3-0. Kind of goes to 3-1 on Alexander. Hitting in the 6th spot in this 10 batter lineup for Post 25. We got the outside corner. Alexander thought it was a ball. It was just enough.
Was that a
Just
full count?
Yep, and now it's a full count. Wooten shakes off the first signal from Miller. Breaking ball right over the edge and the swing and a miss. So 2 strikeouts, and from 2 struggling half innings, Wooten has gone 1-2-3 on this one. So 3 up, 3 down. Princeton trails Post 72 6-2. We'll be back with the 4th inning after these messages on 103.9 WI. Thank you. Still about 30 behind his average. So.
Like you said, I think
From this point on now. Josh, you and I were wondering about putting Wooten back on the mound. He comes up with a 1-2-3 inning strategy. May be sound as long as things continue to go well.
Yeah, that's right. With a 6-2 lead, I was kind of questioning putting Wooten back out on the mound, but you go 1-2-3 on 10 pitches. You're kind of playing, it's icing on the cake. You don't want to burn down another arm that you don't have to. You let Wooten stay out there and let him do his job. I mean, he actually looked quite better finding the strike zone on those pitches. So let him keep playing as long as he's able to do that. If he gets in some trouble, you start warming the guys up to bring him in.
He only threw 10 pitches that half inning, but he's still at 67, so he's done for the weekend no matter what happens.
Yeah.
And of course the regional tournament doesn't start till next Thursday, so whether it gets to 3 days rest or 4 days rest isn't going to make a bit of difference.
Right.
There's also lots of arms that could be in play, for that tournament game, and Post 72 desperately needing a win tonight to absolutely guarantee a move into the 8-team single elimination playoff. The last 8 teams standing, everybody plays once tomorrow. It's seeded 1 versus 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5. So everybody plays once, and then the 4 winners tomorrow move to Sunday, and then there's 2 semifinal games first, and then a championship game scheduled for late in the afternoon.
Looks like we had a pitcher change. It's number 18.
Number 18 for Princeton.
First pitch is a ball.
And that's Levi Banks, and he's going to face the top of the order. It's Kyvan Hill.
High pop.
First pitch, yep.
Center field. tracking it in as a
Piece of cake. Piece of cake, can of corn, whatever one whatever you want to do out there. Yeah, bag of chips. The Princeton has moved a lot of guys around defensively. So if I say somebody caught a fly ball, it's going to be mostly a guess because they've now brought their third pitcher in. They've moved a couple guys around defensively. Riser takes a little breaker right on the inside edge for a strike. Riser's got a run scored on a walk and a fly ball out.
I'll tip to the right side.
Yep. Making some contact. 8 hits all told for Post 72, 6 runs in 3 innings. Princeton, 2 runs on 2 hits.
Slow changeup.
Boy, that thing took forever to get to the plate, didn't it? Banks, right-hander, holds the ball high, almost at face level as he starts his windup. Misses on the next pitch. I'm sorry, catches it 2-2. Right on the corner, knee high. Impossible. Greg Maddox, because that's knee high outside corner. Unless you're looking specific, you just cannot hit it.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest pitches to hit in baseball. He placed it perfectly.
Yep.
And
2 quick outs as the Sam Gooch is introduced on the PA system. Everybody has found out about that through the course of this invitational, and Sam's just never going to live it down. First pitch, 2-hopper to second, easy throw, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Post 72. So 3 up, 3 down. We've had 6 of those in a row now. 6 up, 6 down for both teams. No runs, no hits, no errors. But we left. It is still 6-2, Post 72 with the lead. Come on back after these messages on 103.9 WIMC. Thought Princeton's already got 2 wins. They're already in tomorrow. Maybe they take the foot off the gas pedal here in this third game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that they won't be competitive the rest of the game. A win's a win, and you're gonna go out there to win every ball game. But when you talk, losing the battle to win the war, there might be some strategy into that, especially if they're going to end up seeing Post 72 again. So could be one of those things.
Yeah.
Wooten back out on the mound again. I think that we let him continue to pitch until we see any trouble from him.
Absolutely
Strike
right.
Or foul ball off to the right side.
Yep. He's got 67 pitches coming into this half inning, bottom of the 4th. So yeah, he is done for the tournament. So let him throw until he gets tired or gets in trouble one more time. He's appears to have worked through his issues. There's a 3-4-5 hopper to short. Throw good in time. Boy, that's just as smooth as silk over there. Nice move by Kyvan Hill. Just comes up, scoops, and throws for the first out. That makes Banks 0 for 2 on the day. That's going to bring up Dasher, and that Dasher singled and scored Princeton's second run. That came in the 2nd inning. River Dasher. Yeah. He never gets made fun of. Boy, there's
right up the middle.
Right up the middle. Lay a string on the ground from home plate to center field, and that's exactly where that one went. Wooten kind of stuck his glove out at it, missed his glove by about a foot. So that's two times on base for Dashers. As we said, walked and scored. Now back on. This will bring up Brandon Bowser. Bowser singled, kept the 2nd inning alive for Princeton. The bottom of the order, the 8, 9, and 10 guys all got on base in the 2nd inning, and that's what led to that 2nd run being scored for Princeton, as they look at a 6-2 deficit here on the North Montgomery scoreboard. Pitch down into the dirt. for Bowser.
I want Wooten to focus on the batter.
Yep.
Dasher on base is what got him into a little bit of trouble the last time up. So.
Okay. Runner goes, didn't even look at him. Pitch gets by Miller. And the stolen base will be there. He's not far enough back for it to turn into a dash to third. So we'll give Dasher the stolen base because he was on the fly. Ball 2 on Bowser. So runner in scoring position. Breaking ball too high. Had a huge bend on it, but just didn't bend into the strike zone. Wooten. Ooh, just got the corner. That may have been a 3-0 automatic. 3-1 on Bowser. Wooten ready. Swing and a miss. Count goes full. 3-2. Wooten works fast. He's on the surface ready to go. As soon as the guy gets into the batter's box. 3-2 pitch coming. He was a little too fast. Throws it into the dirt. It's ball 4. That moves Bowser to first on the walk without any problems. But also when the ball got by Miller, that moved Dasher to third base. So a token stolen base and a wild pitch now has got Dasher 90 feet from scoring. Bowser is on first base, courtesy of the 5th walk issued by Wooten. And this will bring up Cooper Wall. Wall also walked his last time up. This coming in the 2nd inning. See if they send Bowser or not. Not on that pitch. Called strike. Bob says the rain hits at 9:30. Which is coming. There's next strike. It just needs to not rain for a little while. We got to get 5 innings in, I think, for an official game. Runner goes. Contact. Oh, foul ball. Okay. Or no.
He called a strike.
We called the strike and the miss. All right. So here's what we got. So we're going to get a K. I missed that little first part of it. So Wall is out on strikes. Bowser steals second. I thought everybody was in contact. I thought he made contact with it. So there's 2 outs. First pitch swing. This is easy down to first base. Easy pickup this time for Grimmett, who's always done a nice job defensively for Post 72. And it's a 3 unassisted, 1 pitch out, no runs. 1 hit, no errors, 2 guys left on base. We're going to take a moment to thank one of our great sponsors. That's Family and Friends Funeral Home. At Family and Friends Funeral Home, they are dedicated to providing compassionate and personalized funeral services to honor the lives of your loved ones. With years of experience, they understand the importance of creating meaningful farewells that reflect the unique stories and cherished memories of those they serve. Their team is here to guide you through every step with care, offering support and comfort during difficult times. They are committed to upholding the highest standards of professionalism and integrity, ensuring that your trust in them is well placed. The Family and Friends Funeral Home, your family is their priority. They are honored to be a part of your journey. In your time of need, contact Family and Friends Funeral Home in Wingate, 765-275-2322. Also, special thanks for their sponsorship of Legion Baseball. That's to the Crawfordsville Moose Lodge. You want to belong to a great club? It's the Moose's one. Man, I'll tell you, they're phenomenal folks. Want to join a club with a good cause, family friendly, and a fun place to be? Join the Crawfordsville Moose Lodge. Moose is dedicated to community service and personal development. They assist the public by raising funds geared to help children and seniors. Located at 402 Waytown Road in Crawfordsville, they would love to have you with them. For information on joining the Moose, call 765-362-5091. Bob Cox giving some information on the weather scenarios. We're still looking at the radar here on it's on AccuWeather. We'll give them a little plug. It's most of it's still north of us. There's a little dot of it, possibly to the northwest. Kind of see how that tracks. This game needs to get played. It's got to be done on the first pitch, on the swing,
all the way to the wall.
All the way to the wall. This is Wooten. Wooten will pile in with a stand-up double. Ball finally comes in. Wooten just jumped on one. They just absolutely creamed one down the left side, and it's a stand-up double. 2 doubles in this ball game for Wooten as he hits one all the way down to the 330-foot mark down at the left field foul pole.
He gets a courtesy runner in, number 21.
Yes, indeed. And for post 72, we'll make sure and get the plug in for that. That's Nate Coons. Nate Coons, who we very easily could see pitch tomorrow. Coons threw a masterpiece down in Evansville a couple of weeks ago.
First pitch, fouled back, right side.
Okay. Up to the plate. This is Grimmett, number 15. Oh, kind of a check swing to short. Oh, bobbled it short, and that's going to get everybody safe.
Everybody's safe. Runners on the corners.
Yep. So it's an E6. Grimmett reaches for the third time. Singleton drove in a run. Singleton scored twice, and now is on base for the third time. And Coons, the courtesy runner, heads to third base. Runners on the corners, as Josh just said. That's going to bring up Caden Smith. Smith has reached base twice on 2 hits. A single drove in a run in the first. A double drove in a run in the third. He has yet, though, to score a run. 6-2 our score. Top of 5. Got to get 5 innings played, as I understand Legion rules, to make it an official game in case the weather gets salty. Breaking ball, strike on Smith. But with pool rules, pool play rules, they may say 4 innings is legal, so we may be already into a complete game. We'll find out as best we can. But this game's got to be finished tonight one way or the other. Foul ball right side for Smith. Because
they need the winner to be able to set the bracket for the.
Yeah, you've got the seeds and the brackets for everything tomorrow cannot be touched until this game is done. You've got a couple of 3-0 teams in Danville and Post 11 out of Lafayette. A handful of 2-1 teams. Runner goes, throw is going to be out. Plenty of time. Grimmett tossed out on a really good throw by Slosser. 2-6 on the putout. Coons stays anchored at third base. So that was a ball also on the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So still a runner in scoring position. Foul ball, right side. Foul. John Bromberich waves at it as it goes by him, and he'll just walk down into the grass in foul territory and pick it up. Oh, sorry, that's Coach Weininger down there. My bad. No beard. Next pitch coming, way up outside.
I don't mind that aggressive base running on that count and with this lead right now. I want to get another runner in scoring position.
You're right, Josh. It sends that message going, we'll go anytime.
Yeah.
Keeps you up, and Slosser has had a couple of nice strokes, and he got that one picked off. He picked the guy off at first base, too. Swing and a miss. That pitch fooled Smith. He was looking for something up, and he got something down, and he also got one with a bend on it, and that will be a strikeout and 2 outs. So there's a guy at third base, but now there's 2 outs for post 72, and this will be Caden Scott. Scott walked, flew out to left field. Scott was the guy that got picked off first base that we were mentioning a moment ago. First pitch, swing, fouls it up way to the left. Out of play. So now the next question is, if there's rain coming in, did everybody roll up their car windows? I did not.
We're going to find out.
Not enough. I rolled them up a little bit. I mean, they're up. There's only like an inch of clearance, but I had to leave the windows down a little bit. It was so darn hot.
Yeah, that's true.
With all the muggy.
Yeah, the air is thick tonight.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah. It's holding fly balls up, but Pro 72 has gotten a couple of nice hits, a couple of doubles by a couple different guys. Pitch misses outside for Scott. Count evens at 1-1. Wooten's got 2 doubles, to his credit. Smith has a double, drove in a run. There's a drive right past the left fielder, or second baseman, into center field, and that will score a run. So that's an RBI for Scott. He'll be at first. Coons will score.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So Scott on the season, and we'll look that up real quickly. That is now, he's to double digits. He's got 10 RBIs on the season. This will bring up Keaton Brown. doubled, scored, single, RBI. Productive night at the plate for the North Montgomery grad headed for Wabash College.
First pitch way outside.
Way outside. 2 outs here, top of 5 with that extra run. It's 7-2. Foul ball right back into the fence in front of us. Yeah, those little orange and red dots just get a little closer, but, in Indiana, sometimes those things will just kind of magically disappear. Breaking ball missed just a little high on Brown, 2-1. Brown hits in the 8th spot. Everybody's been effective tonight, up and down the batting order. Everybody's had a hit or an RBI or scored a run. Brown puts one out to center field, not far enough, however, and it's going to be caught, and that will end things here for Post 72. Fly ball out ends it. The guys with Post 72 on their hats get a run. They do it on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-2 is our lead for Post 72 over Princeton. Back after these messages on 103.9 WIMC. Town, Greg's has a variety of items for you, from daily lunch specials to cookout needs. Greg's has it all. Check out many of their homegrown Indiana goods that are sold at Greg's with some of their best meats in the area. They're waiting to serve you. Pre-order 765-234-2022 or come in and check them out. Greg's also has homemade salads and desserts. You may even find some other things that you like. While inside, locate the discounted frozen meat counter. It will not disappoint. Greg's Corner Market, downtown Waynetown, owned by the family of a former Post 72 player who happened to be Aaron Gregg. That was a trivia question from last Sunday.
Clutter takes a grounder out to the shortstop and boots it, and they're unable to pick it up and get it to first.
Okay, we got an E6. Throw to first. That brings up Lester. He's having Josh keeping an eye on things that are going on while I'm eyeballing all of our great sponsor stuff. Next pitch is up. Shout out to Brett Kading. We were talking to him, texting a little while ago. Recovering nicely from major hip surgery, foul ball. Brett will be on the mend the rest of the summer, ready to take back his microphone for football action when we get started in about the 3rd week of August. Dave Peach and I were going through schedules just a couple of days ago. Throw to first. Not in time. Gets away. Just a foot or two. So, yeah. Coming up fast and furious. Legion playoffs are next week. Legion State tournament in 2 weeks. That will end that season. Runner goes. Throw. Not in time. Safe. Clutter steals. Yeah. Pitch was low.
Count's going to be 2-1.
2 balls and a strike. Nope, it was called a strike. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mr. Kirsch can probably hear us talking back here in the press box. That pitch is low. Although if he's worrying about what we're saying, then he's not paying attention to the right part of the game.
Counts 2-2.
2-2. Throw to second, not in time, unless he didn't get the base. Call it safe.
Decent move, though.
It was. Yep, Wooten spun around and put a good throw. Hill came over. Had the tag just a split second late. Check swing. Did he go? No. Count will go full on the no check swing. 3-2 on Lester. Only the second batter of this bottom of 5. 7-2 our score. Post 72 leads Princeton. Everybody doing the anti-rain dance here. Line drive right off of Wooten's glove. Knocks it down. Throw to first in time. Man, good defensive play by Wooten. That's a 1-3. That could have been really serious had that ball been hit a little bit different direction. Man,
Yeah, that was a good defensive play by the pitcher to knock it down, especially right in front of him, be able to pick it up one-handed and get it over to first base. Just in time.
absolutely. Good defensive play. We had a guy from one of the earlier games. I don't remember if it was from Washington, Missouri. Boy, a line drive right back at him, hit him on the pitching forearm. He recovered, didn't come out of the game, so good for him. Braden Campbell
takes a first pitch high ball.
Campbell is officially 0 for 1. Walked in the first.
Gets over that
There's
one.
one little fly. I'll be a single to the left.
It's going to score Clutter.
And scores Clutter. So Clutter crosses the plate for the first time in this ball game. That makes it 7-3. And a courtesy runner. I gotta. Everybody can stare down there in the dark. It's a red uniform with dark red uniform with blue numbers, and we can't see the number. So the courtesy runner in. Ball gets away from.
Runner advances to second.
Yep. From the catcher, ball 1, wild pitch. Just going to get a quick count here. 1, 3, 4, 10, 13. Wooten was at 80 pitches coming into this inning. Ball 1 here with an out.
Good hard contact.
Yep,
foul.
Foul smashed down the left side.
Just a bit early.
We'll bring him back to the plate. Runner at second, 1 out, 1 run in for Princeton. It's 7-3. Bottom of 5. Breaking ball breaks way outside. 2 balls and a strike. Wooten about at 90 pitches. 105 again is the limit. We just overthrew that one. And the count goes to 3-1. Reaching that point now where it's not a matter of saying, is he finding the strike zone? I mean, how tired is he getting? You know? He's at the belt. Next pitch. Little hit out towards right. It's going to be
foul.
It's going to be Joe. Boy, I thought that was just inside the line, which would have gone for 2 for sure, even with Heaton giving valiant chase down there. And that will fill the count up at 3-2. That was a big break defensively for Post 72. That would have scored a run and put a guy back on second base.
Sloss is seeing this and timing it up pretty well. He's had contact on almost all of the pitches. So.
Yep. He had a single and an RBI in the first inning. Swing. Foul tip. Boy, he got just a tiny piece of that. Got off of Miller's. He's trying to ask for that he was hit by the pitch first, but it's going to get him nothing. Came off of Miller's glove if it touched him before. Anyway, we're still at 3-2. Yep. Timeout now asked for by Sloss. He's a catcher. He knows what he's talking about. He knows maybe what he can get away with. Hey, I was in pre-law. I was at pre-med. Same difference.
Takes an outside ball for the walk.
All 4. So Wooten has had an error behind him, gave up a hit, now a walk. That is 4, 5. That is 6 walks here issued by.
I think that was a bit of strategy too. He changed up Wooten's timing. He's very quick to pitch.
Yep. Alexander next up. Fielder's choice and a strikeout.
2 on, 1 ball, no strikes. Yep. Turns around, throws a second. Runner is safe.
Nothing there. Wooten just about to the end of his pitching rope. He's getting close to. He's about at 90 plus right now. Next pitch misses down. As we've said before, 105 is the maximum. You can finish the batter that you're on. See if I can get a quick count here. There's 1, 7, 9, 15, 17, 97. That was pitch 98 right there.
High for another ball. Counts 3-0.
So we're getting very close to the last batters here for Wooten. No matter what the count or the strategy, pitches outside and he walks.
Unloaded.
No. So he walks another guy, walks him full, and that's going to bring Kyle Proctor out. Yep. So the bases are full. Pitching change coming up for Post 72. That'll give me an opportunity to say thanks to Foreman Blasters for their sponsorship of Legion Baseball. Fireworks shows, of course, all the great shows that were going on during the course of the 4th of July holiday. Yes, indeed, please. Foreman Blasters, they are our local professional fireworks company right here in Montgomery County. They are ready for you. Watch shows all over the area, including Waynetown, New Richmond, Crawfordsville, Charlotte Rose Campground, and many, many more in the surrounding counties. This is a show you don't want to miss. Darren and his guys are some of the best in the business. Are you looking for a show near you? There's still more fireworks to be had in the course of the summer. Check out Foreman Blasters on Facebook. Foreman Blasters, a huge supporter of Post 72 baseball. They love to see us hit some bombs. Great tagline for Foreman Blasters. And of course, setting off fireworks before the Freedom Festival at Waynetown. As I hear Bob say that it's Nate Coons coming in to pitch.
Yep, number 21.
See what Kevin's got going on here. Coons, okay. And Josh, I'll tell you what, that may be that I like this call right here because Coons hasn't pitched in a while. And he, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, could easily be getting the ball tomorrow. So if he can come in tonight and throw 10, 12 pitches, you can throw up to 30 pitches with 0 days rest. He maybe just could use the little bit of work here with a 7-3 lead, but he also needs to get an out as the bases are loaded. Look at Coons here. This is his 5th appearance. It is his 3rd in relief. He is 3-0 on the season. He has a less than 1. He has a 0.79 ERA, has only allowed 2 earned runs, and has a 2-to-1 strikeout ratio. His opponent batting average is .159. So this is absolutely, I love this strategy move here, giving him maybe just a guy or two to work, setting him up for a start tomorrow. We got the bases loaded here for Princeton. 1 out. They've got to run in here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They trail Post 72 7-3. Coons, the right-hander, fires outside corner fastball strike. And the other thing, too, after seeing Wooten's breaking balls, Coons is not going to throw – he's going to throw a lot of heat.
Yeah, that was a quick pitch.
Yep.
Banks watched it.
Yep. Banks ready. Ooh, just about went after the high pitch. Didn't. Count goes to 1-1. As we said, Coons just threw a masterpiece. He beat Funkhauser in Evansville on their home field a couple of weeks ago. Coons ready. Breaking ball too high. And the other thing, too, you got to – if you got a guy who usually starts, you need to give him a batter or two to kind of get accentuated. 2-1. Bases full. Needs some strikes. Got a foul ball there for a strike. Count goes to 2-2. If you can get this out in any way, shape, or form without giving up more than a run, Post 72 gladly trade a run for an out right here to get this second one. Just don't want to give up a couple or 3. 2-2 pitch. Line drive. Right field. It's going to score 1. Heaton bobbles it a little bit. Oh, they're going to hold everybody up. They need a bunch. That was a good move on the base paths for Princeton. So Banks gets a single and drives in a run. Everybody moves 90 feet. Campbell scores. That's the second run of the inning. It is 7-5. River Dasher. 2 singles to his credit, scored a run. Coons still has got plenty of red shirts on the base paths. Strike 1.
Always tough to come in and pitch with the bases loaded. I mean, you're inheriting
you're inheriting a mess. Exactly right.
Pressure situation.
Yep. So it's 7-5. 4. I missed it. Oh, bases are still loaded. Sorry.
Next pitch was a
Next
little
pitch.
bit low and
Okay.
outside. Count 1-1.
Coons works a breaker. Kind of a top, more of a slider really than a curveball. Called strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 072 still looking for that big second out. Nate Coons in relief of Ethan Wooten, who went 4 1/3 innings, threw about 100, just under 100 pitches. But Princeton's got the bases full. Major threat here. And ball outside. Nice stop. Yeah. Nice stop that time by Matt Miller. Going backhand on that thing. Count goes to 2-2. Next pitch for Coons. Fly ball. This is another hit to right field. The exact same spot as the last one. This is going to score 1 more run. Ball gets away, but Miller gets down to field it. So it's another single to right and another RBI. And another run in.
7-5 with 1 out.
Yep. Yes, fine. Because I got a big X right here where I thought it was a run. 3 runs this inning, total of 5 for Princeton. So they now have the tying run in scoring position at second base. The go-ahead run at first.
First pitch strike.
Yep. Bowser has reached base twice, singled and walked. And the next problem you run into then, if this turns into a bigger rally and Princeton gets the lead, the rain comes in, official game, you're going to lose. Called strike 2. Still looking for the second out. Bases have been loaded for what seems like a day and a half. Relief pitcher in for Post 72, leading 7-5, bottom of 5, over Princeton. A spot in the playoffs at risk. Ball. Pitch high. Ball, 2 strikes. The number 9 hitter for Princeton, this is Braden Bowser. As we said, he's reached base twice. The bottom of the order has been really effective for Princeton. Coons pitch, fly ball, right side, foul, going to drift out of play. Count stays the same, 1 ball and 2 strikes. A run in the first for Princeton, a run in the second for Princeton. Scoreless in the third and the fourth as Wooten found his mojo. And then in the 5th inning, now it has turned into 3 runs and a lot of trouble. Ground ball off the hop, second base, force out, gets an out, but another run scores. So Bowser reaches on the fielder's choice, but he also gets an RBI. He's at first. Dasher is out. Hill moves or gets the hop and goes to second for the force, and Alexander scores. So now it's 7-6, tying run at third, 2 outs for Princeton, with the number 10 hitter, Cooper Wall, up to the plate. Nate Coons in relief on the mound for Post 72 has given up 2 singles. All 4 runs in this inning are going to be attached to Wooten. Wooten can still pick up the win. I don't know if Coons can pitch himself into a save situation by giving up a bunch. Step off the base. Bowser had him distracted. Looked like he was going to second. Second base is open if they choose to run. 072. No, now he's going to go.
Trying to get the score.
Yep. And they throw it into center field. And that scores a run, and the guy from first is going to go to third, and the ball gets away there. But that's going to end things because he slid head first into the bag. So a horrible, horrible timing misplay defensively. Again, Post 72 has had it has happened too many times this season. Now an attempted pickoff as Bowser starts to lead towards second, stops halfway, Coons runs back towards second base, throws it towards second base, and there's nobody there to get the ball.
Yeah, he hesitated looking
Yep.
back, the runner on third, and that cost him that split second. Bowser goes to second, and the
Yep.
runner breaks as
Banks,
soon as he throws it.
Banks scores. Bowser's at third. Now it's tied. Leading run at the plate, called strike. That's actually the first pitch on the wall. 5 runs in this half inning. That's certainly on that play an E1. Actually, it's a much bigger mental judgment by the guys in the middle of the infield. Next pitch misses, 1-1. So a comfortable lead has evaporated or has been given away, or maybe a little bit of both. Called strike 2. 2 outs, tie game. Yeah.
1 error, 2 errors.
2 errors now this half inning. It all started off with an error. Coons, breaker, misses out.
Counts as a 2-2.
Yep, this is the 9th hitter of this at bat for Princeton. Nate Coons in relief of Ethan Wooten. Cooper Wall, 2-2 count. Tie score, 2 outs. Pitch inside, misses. Count goes full. So Princeton may have been ready to just say, we'll just kind of glide into tomorrow and be ready to play. Well, now all of a sudden they've scored 5 runs, tied this game, and they say, well, why don't we just win this here and get a top seed? And you may eliminate post 72, and there's ball 4.
Walks him on a high inside ball.
So runners are at the corners. Bowser stays at third after the steal, drawing the bad, well, that's not the bad throw. He would have been out of there, but somebody there to catch the ball. This will bring out Coach Bromberg, normally not the guy to come out to the mound. He's a little bit more of the cheerleader guy. He's going out there just to kind of tell everybody to calm down, settle down. This game cannot end this way. It cannot end on a tie because there has to be a winner and loser. So if we're getting closer to the time limit, started at 8:20. Well, we got a little bit of time left, but whether the weather becomes part of it. 8:24 was our first pitch. Wall walks, runners at the corner. That brings up the leadoff hitter for the team, Corbin Boyd. He is the 10th hitter of this at-bat for post 25 Princeton. A big 5 on the scoreboard here in the 5th inning for Princeton. There's a fly ball, right side. Heaton tracks it down. And this disaster, this nightmare, is finally over for post 72. 5 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, and 2 guys left on base. We'll send it back to Sean for a couple of messages as you listen to Legion Baseball here on 103.9 WIMC. Upgrading to your dream home, downsizing, or looking for your next investment property, Tessa is here to help every step of the way. Friendly service, local knowledge, and dedication you can count on. If you're ready to make a move, call Tessa Serber today or tomorrow. 765-918-7223. That's Tessa Serber with FC Tucker West Central, turning houses into homes and investments into opportunities. Well, it's a completely different opportunity here for Post 72 as a 7-2 comfortable lead going into the bottom of the fifth inning has disappeared, and now it's a 7-7 contest. And
Got a new
Lightning. We are now we're not evacuating, but now we've pulled the teams off the field. And so that means that we have a 10:07 lightning warning. I don't know if Legion rules are the exact same as high school rules, but that means a 30-minute break. And I'm going to just tell Sean, I'm going to give him a minute or two heads up that I do not have enough fill for 30 minutes, and neither do he and I have enough commercials. So Sean will let you get set back up. You can get back to some music. We'll stay in touch, and eventually we're going to get this game filled out. Josh Lyons here with us from Buzz Sports and BuzzySports.com. Boy, I'll tell you what a disaster in the fifth inning. This thing was just cruising right along, and not only did the wheels fall off the buggy, but the axles broke, and the rust on the bottom of the pan also dropped. I think the oil pan fell off too.
Yeah, it was Wooten just kind of, we knew it was a bit of a strategic risk keeping him in the way it looked like when he was pitching, but he was pitching quite, at least keeping the guys in the game. And, they had that 7-2 lead going into the bottom of the fifth there. And boy, yeah, the pitching just couldn't keep up. Coons comes in, and like I said, you enter him into a pressure situation, bases loaded, and he's pitching hard, and the batter's just seeing him really well and able to knock those singles in. It scores a couple runs. It gets that morale building, and the guys think, hey, this guy might not have it. And sure enough, they continue to keep those bases loaded and put the pressure on Post 72 and put a wicked crooked number up on the board.
Yeah, that they did. Just a reminder of what everything is going on here is now we are in a rain delay here at Charger Field on the campus of North Montgomery High School. 7-7 is our score. This game cannot end in a tie. It's got to be finished, so we're going to have to wait out the lightning delay in one way, shape, or form, because the winner of this game automatically will move with a 2-1 with a Princeton moves into tomorrow with already. They're already at 2-0 in pool play. Post 72 with a win automatically gets in because they'll be one of the 2-1 teams. If they lose this ball game, they'll be then part of a three-way tie at 1-2, and it's going to be a bunch of. So it's all this, all of that. So again, just a quick review. Here, it's the last game of pool play. Had some great games over the course of today and yesterday. Coming up, Crawfordsville beat Speedway the first game overall 9-0. Then it was Lafayette, a huge upset win over Terre Haute 8-2. Danville then beat Kokomo. Danville, Illinois ends up at 3-0, 12-5 that score. Rantoul took Terre Haute to a 0-1, 1-0 ball game. Then it was Kokomo beating Evansville Funkhauser 7-4. Funkhauser ended up losing 3, and they're on their way home. Princeton then defeated Speedway 16-1. Crawfordsville lost to Lexington, Kentucky 5-4 last night. It was Washington, Missouri beating Rantoul, Illinois 12-0. And the last game last night was a 5-2 win by North Branch, Michigan over Funkhauser. First game today was played here, and it was a Lafayette Post 11 winning over Washington, Missouri 11-3. It was a 12-0 win for Lexington, Kentucky over Speedway. Then it was Lafayette keeping another close. Rantoul had some really close, tough games, but ended up losing 3, and they're on their way home. Then in a close ball game, North Branch beat Kokomo 4-3. That game played at Wabash College. Danville beat North Branch 8-6. It was a 9-6 Princeton win over Lexington, Kentucky, which helps set this whole thing up. Terre Haute beat Washington, Missouri 4-0. Danville beat Funkhauser 9-4. Danville, as we said, 3-0. And now we've got this one game left, and it's tied 7-7. The top 8 teams, the top 2 in each pool, make it those teams are pretty well set. But there are going to be a couple of 1 and 2 teams that get in, and we just don't know who they are. So, Josh, pull up a chair.
Yep, that sounds about right. We'll keep watching the weather. The wind has picked up a little bit, not bad, but the flags have been dead for a majority of this game. The air is thick, so you can definitely tell there's a little bit of wind coming in, along with the clouds that brought the lightning. So, not sure. Hopefully this lightning break can only be 30 minutes, and we get the rest of this game starting at the top of the 6th. Looks like the other post is going to bring in a new pitcher to start the top of the 6th. He was warming up before the lightning delay.
Yeah, well, if there's a 30-minute delay, I would think that it'd be tough for either pitcher to come back in. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a break here from North Montgomery, send it back to Sean Holmshire, back in the studios of WIMC. You can listen to some great music, and as Dave Peach said one time during a rainout, well, if we're not going to play rainouts, then we're going to have 2.5 hours of Steely Dan and Barry Manilow. I'm sure he'll find something a little bit more than just those two artists, but we're going to send it back, as I said. So Sean will keep our ears on the folks talking. We'll keep our eyes on the sky and the weather. And for right now, we remind you that it's a 7-7 tie, rain delay, lightning delay here at North. We'll be back whenever we can after this on WIMC. Sit still and stay put.
For as long as you want. You can also use Brain FM for relaxation, meditation, and even sleep. But don't take our word for it. Join millions of others and try it yourself for free and see what you get done with Brain FM.
This company made training video creation so easy, it feels like cheating. People in my company used to spend so much.
You, just you, building your app on base 44. Describe it.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20 handpicked products that are trending all over the world, basically validated by AI from a trending product database from one of the top vendors on the planet. And the reason that we can do this completely free for you is because, well, Shopify is paying me to do it. You've probably seen me before because for the last year, Shopify has loved the AI-paired software that we built so much that they've been paying me to build people just like you, complete beginners, a completely free store. Now, again, it's free for you, right? Shopify is paying me a commission to do it. And if you don't keep your store for more than 90 days, I don't even
guys real hard.
Yeah.
It's going to be an advantage to Princeton to do this.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Especially you start with a runner in scoring position, you have
Mhm.
to be aggressive at the plate, do everything just to get that runner in.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it is, bro. I mean, I'm not.
So we're starting off with 9-1-2.
I like
Heat. Well, Heaton's a good contact hitter. If nothing else, he can always bunt and move that guy to third.
Yeah, that's almost
know,
immediately where
Then
I
if
would go
and
to.
then if Hill's your wild card. If he can do something besides making out,
That's what drives me crazy about Major League. They don't play small ball. They'll
Right.
go up there and try to hit a home run with the guy in second instead
Yeah.
of just
well, that's a smart move to play now because here in WIMC. Post 72 was up by, we just went on, Kevin, was up by 5 runs, gave up 5 runs in the 7th inning. We are tied going into the 6th, and we are going to MLB extra inning rules. We'll give that to you in just a minute, right after this 1-minute timeout message on 103.9 WIMC. Nobody out. Major League Baseball extra inning rules. Post 72 has a runner on second base. That's the guy who made the last out. That's Keaton Brown. He's going to lead off second. At the plate is Dylan Heaton. So he comes to the plate with a guy in scoring position. Heaton takes the first pitch, tries to bunt it, and bunts it foul. I believe I saw on the mound Gunnar Alexander, number 34. Is that correct? Throwing for Princeton. We'll get a number on that.
36.
Or 36. Never mind. Here's a bunt. Throw to third, and they're going to get Brown in a rundown. He's running back towards second. He runs out of the baseline. He's going to be called out. So Heaton is going to reach first on the fielder's choice. Brown is called out on the rundown. A couple guys on that pickle, and he is out. So Post 72 now has a guy at first with 1 out. That'll bring up Kyvan Hill. Hill on the night has a single, a couple of outs, fly ball out and a strikeout. Again, we are playing extra innings overtime. Post 72, if they can score a run or 2 or 3, whatever, they get a full at bat, and then Princeton will get an at bat. If Post 72 scores none and Princeton scores 1, game over. If they both score a run or 2 runs at the same, whatever, we play another inning under the same format. Foul ball back. Foul ball back again.
This is number 10.
Yep.
Post 72.
Yep, that's Kyvan Hill. Foul ball a couple times back. Leadoff hitter for Post 72. Behind in the count, 0-2. It is 36. Ducks underneath it. Almost got hit. It is not Gunner. It is Levi Lester pitching for Princeton. Again, as we get a couple of seconds in between, the impact of this game, check swing, called strike, strike 3. So 2 quick outs. Hill is down. Brown caught in the pickle. Heaton at first base. Now it's up to Reiser. Reiser walked and scored. 0 for 2. Other than that, officially 0 for 2 for the night. Fly ball out and a K. Reiser, though, the guy who can hit the ball a long, long way, he just needs to keep this inning alive as much as anything. Again, 7-7.
Takes an inside ball.
Yep. The big factor here is Post 72 desperately needs to win this to guarantee a spot in the 18 playoff tomorrow. Princeton's already in. Next pitch in the dirt. A loss for Post 72 puts them in a 3-way tie at 1-3, and that just turns it into a muddled mess of tiebreakers, which includes runs allowed, could end up all the way down to a tiebreaker. Riser, base hit to the right side, just gets past the second baseman. They keep it alive. He's at first, Heaton at second, 2 outs. Top of 6, tie score here after a 40-minute delay.
Number 20.
Actually, almost a 50-minute delay. We got back into play at about 11 o'clock, so it'll be about a 53-minute delay. Gooch next up. Sam Gooch walked and scored. He also 0 for 2 out other than that. But he's a good contact hitter. He's one of those guys that if I'm a Post 72 fan, I say he's a guy I would love to see up in this situation. A run is available at second base with a base hit called strike. Riser moves off of first. Doubtful anybody will be trying to steal or do anything extracurricular here. Next pitch, foul tip, miss. 0-2 on Gooch. Gooch ready? Everybody ready? Runners off the bases. Contact, foul, stays alive. At 0-2, this is Sam Gooch from Greencastle. Hits from the left side of the plate, hit over 400 for Greencastle in the high school season, hitting about 310, 320 in the Legion season. Needs a base hit. Pitch outside. Good waist pitch there by Lester. Gooch, good eye on the baseball, lays off the pitch just on the outside corner, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ready to go. Righty to the lefty. Inside, almost nicked him. That got close.
Evens accounts at 2-2.
Yes, indeed. Gooch will swing at a strike. He may not hit it anywhere. He may make it out, but I guarantee you, if it's not a strike, he won't swing at it. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Ball gets away from the catcher, back to the backstop. Everybody advances. That pitch was way inside on Gooch. I was wondering if it may have nicked him again. So that's a wild pitch. Heaton moves to third. Riser moves to second. Gooch has a 3-2 count with 2 outs in the top of extra inning number 6. Pitch carefully to him, I'm going to guess. Ball in the dirt, ball 4. So Gooch takes an 0-2 count and works it into a walk. Bases loaded.
Now batting.
Ethan Wooten.
Number 12.
And again, another guy that you just, if you're a Post 72 guy going, man, oh man, we're blessed to have the right guys up at this time. Wooten has 2 doubles and has scored 2 runs tonight. Contact will score at least 1. He puts it in play. It's to the right side. It is caught. Just caught. Nice defensive play out there. I believe that is still Cooper Wall in first base. That ball was about less than a foot from going over his fence, over his glove, and heading to the fence that would have scored 3. So that's the end of that. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. I want to thank Moore's Jewelry and Repair. They're located at 111 West Market Street in Crawfordsville. Moore's Jewelry and Repair, a highly rated jewelry store located right in downtown Seaville. Been serving the community for many years. They offer jewelry repair, gold and silver coins, watches, and much, much more. Their professional staff is here to answer any questions you may have about their company, products, or services. They take great pride in carrying top quality jewelry, gold and silver at affordable rates. When you want that special bracelet, need watch repair, or to sell your gold coins, call on Moore's Jewelry and Repair today, 765-362-7776. Coons takes the mound. He will stay in. He came in relief and got roughed up pretty hard in that 5th 5-run 7th inning. It should be number 14, Boyd, at second base under the Major League Baseball rules, right?
That is correct. Yeah,
Okay.
Boyd will be at second to start off, and you'll have Clutter at bat.
Jason Clutter started the whole fifth inning disaster. If you're a post 72 guy, the whole 5-run miracle for Princeton, reached on an error and scored the first of 5 runs. Clutter has reached base 3 times. He is officially, however, 0 for 1. Walked in the first, walked in the second, reached on an error in the 5th, and of course, as we mentioned, scored that run. Princeton only needs to score 1, and this game will be over. If Princeton wins, they will go to 3-0 in pool play. They will be one of 3 teams at 3-0. Will be one of the top 3 seeds in pool play that starts tomorrow at 11 o'clock right here at Charger Field. If North Montgomery can avoid this one and get another inning played and get a win, they would pick up their 2nd win in pool play and would guarantee themselves a lower seed but a spot in the 18 playoff that starts tomorrow, as we mentioned, at 11. A loss will put them into a tie at 1 and 2 with a couple of other teams, and it's a maybe yes, maybe no. Clutter hits from the right side, fakes a bunt, takes a called strike. Scorekeeping under these Major League Baseball rules is just a little bit different when you got to put that guy on base already.
Mm-hmm.
Coons, pitch bunted down the side. They're going to fair ball. The ball stopped dead on the chalk. The ball stopped absolutely dead on the chalk. It's a 1-base bunt, 1-base hit for the bunt. He's at first. Boyd, who was breaking, would have been sacrificed over. Now it is 1st and 3rd. Princeton needs only to get this one guy 90 feet, and they will win, and they will make for a very, very long night for post 72. Levi Lester reached on a fielder's choice. He's officially 0 for 3, but he did reach base and score a run. Infield completely up on the grass. This out has to be made. Yep, runner steals second. They don't even give him a look. Now they may just walk this guy because the out at home has to be registered. This guy scores, game's over. Next pitch. Contact, line drive. Nope, it's a bouncer, and it bounces inside the second baseman, and it's not enough time, and that's the ball game. Lester puts it in play. It bounces in front of our second baseman, Brown. He is not able to field it and throw it to home because the guy at third, Boyd, saw that it was not going to be caught, and he was on his wheels. He scores. Fielder's choice ends it, and that ends this ball game. Post 72 loses it in extra innings by a final score of 8-7. A couple of last sponsors we want to say thanks to, starting with the Clay Pot Garden Shop. Locally owned and operated and located at 406 Bratton Road in Waynetown, the Clay Pot Garden Shop not only has flowers and vegetables, but they also provide landscaping and mowing services. Need a floral gift for a special occasion? Need some vegetable plants for your garden? Need to upgrade your lawn or just have it mowed? Contact the Clay Pot Garden Shop in Waynetown, 765-234-2136. Also, last thanks, our last sponsor here tonight, Brian Pyle with Carpenter Realtors. Every day, we look at how we can serve homeowners and support our Indiana communities, allowing them to fulfill their dreams and create lasting memories. Our investments in the latest real estate tools and technologies, along with ongoing training and support for all our agents, create a more satisfying experience for our clients. Our goal is to support our clients and our communities to sustain everyone's economic health and personal well-being. Looking for a home or property? Contact Brian Pyle. He's the branch manager, 765-376-9165, or visit www.brianpyle.callcarpenter.com. Again, 8-7 is the final. Princeton wins over post 72 and extra innings under extra inning MLB rules. We're going to take one last quick break here. We'll be back to sum things up, get a thought from Josh. We'll be ready to see what happens for the rest of this weekend after a message or two on 103.9 WIMC. North Montgomery, as it's a disappointing late loss for Post 72. A 7-2 lead going into the bottom of the fifth inning became a 5-run inning for Post 25. Tied it up, and they win it under Major League Baseball extra innings rules with a run in the bottom of the sixth. Josh Lyons, huge disappointment for Post 72. Let's hope that the tiebreaker system can work to Post 72's advantage and that they can possibly get into tomorrow.
Yeah, you hate seeing that. You have to go to the tiebreakers to figure out through the stats. Post 72 comes in with the advantage with the runner at second, and they had the right strategy with trying to lay down a bunt and advance that runner. They just didn't execute exactly like they needed to, and the other team is able to take advantage of that and score that run.
Well, there, as you said, there was that. There was a defensive lapse also in the middle of that 5-run inning. That has been the story of most all of the defeats for Post 72 as they fall to 17-7 on the season. It has been 1 or 2 or even more sometimes defensive lapses that have led to critical runs being scored at critical times and helped lead to a defeat. And now it literally will come to the point of can a tiebreaker, can they figure out a way in a runs differential or whatever else is going to be happening to make an appearance as a 7 or 8 seed tomorrow?
Yeah, I really hope so. And I think that 9-0 game will really help that metric out for Post 72. So we'll have to see how it shakes out. But, they had that first game where they won 9-0, and I think that is definitely going to work in their favor. So good on them for winning that game by big metrics. That should help their stats, and hopefully we get a fair shakeout and we get another ball game.
Cross our fingers on that. Josh, appreciate your time and help tonight.
I appreciate it, Jeff.
You got it. Hey, a couple final stats here. We'll send things back to Josh in a second. As we remind you again, it's 8-7 final. Princeton with a win over Post 72. 8 runs, 7 hits for Princeton. There were a couple of gigantic Crawfordsville errors and a couple others that are not listed as errors that helped lead to disaster tonight here late for the guys from Crawfordsville. Princeton left 9 guys on base. Post 72, 7 runs on 10 hits. There was 1 Princeton error, which did not lead to anything. It helped to lead to a run, but not really in a direct fashion. And Post 72 left only 5 guys on base tonight. So that's the story there. Princeton goes to 3-0 in pool play. They go to 15-9 overall. They avenge a 3-2 loss to Crawfordsville from earlier in the season. We won there, they won here, but pool play, we will see what goes on. So Post 72 again falls tonight. They're 1-2. You're just going to have to stay tuned, folks, because if Post 72 gets in, they could be seeded anywhere, and they could end up playing anywhere and anytime tomorrow here at Charger Field. First game is at 11 a.m., next game at 2, next game at 5, next game at 8. If they make it into tomorrow, they play once. If they win that, the 4 winners tomorrow move into championship play on Sunday, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it, if there is a bridge to be burned. We'll just have to wait and see. So stay tuned to WIMC.